In this short video, we'll have a quick look at the YPeer's Outreach platform, a new monitoring and evaluation application that has been developed with the support of the Arab States Regional Office and that will be implemented throughout the whole YPeer network. On behalf of the IC's team, I cannot stress the importance of submitting your activities to the monitoring and evaluation system. In this way, not only can we see the amazing things that we do, but we can also advocate to our partners and prove that we are the best network of young people that reaches thousands and thousands of young people around the world and changes lives. In order to access the monitoring and evaluation platform, we open the following link: coursar.com/YPeer Outreach. You can also access the application from your mobile phone or your tablet, and it will soon be available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. When the login page shows, you will be asked for a username and a password. You should have received that username either from your focal point in charge or from an IC. In my case, I will log in with my account, providing my username and password, and pressing login. When you open the application, first you will see a map of all of the activities that have taken place within the YPeer network. You can also see the number of people that have been reached, a summary of activities by region and country. If you are a focal point in charge, any activities that you need to review. A graph that shows you what has YPeer been doing in the last year in regards to activity type, and the most active focal points or focal points in charge. This is something very important because the IC's team will be using these statistics about activities submitted in order to prioritize participation in international events. So don't forget that submitting activity in the YPeer Outreach application not only counts towards the number of people that we have reached, but it also counts towards what you have done and your future path within the YPeer network. So let's submit an activity. In order to do that, we press the Add an Outreach Activity or Training button on top of the page. The new form opens where we have to select the activity type. In this case, let's say that we've done a training. We need to choose the areas that we covered. Let's say that we had peer education and sexual and reproductive health. In the short description, we have to say briefly what the training was about, who was involved, and what did we manage to achieve. So we'll type that. Now, in order for this activity to count towards our country goal, we have to first select the region. In my case, since I'm from Bulgaria, I have to select Europe and then select the country. This will automatically show me a list of cities. I'm based in Sofia. Sofia is an urban area, which I have to select in location type. Now I have to provide the start and end date of the activity. This was a one-week training starting on the 17th and ending on the 24th. The total number of hours was 120 hours, let's say. And here in the list of the leaders of the activities, I can select everybody who participated in this activity. In this case, I have the Patria executive Anina Chileva with me, and of course myself. In the promotional material part of the page, I can say what kind of promotional materials I provided, which in our case were Petri brochures, and how much? 20. Commodities are usually condoms or any other kind of material that is used directly but by our target group. So in this case, let's say that we provided 50 condoms. And in regards to informational materials, we had PPT files. We shared 4 of those. Now, something very important is to show the number of people that we reached separated by gender. As you know, in the SDGs, gender equality is a very important aspect. So make sure that you really report correctly the number of people reached in both genders, and make sure that you involve equally males and females. Now, in our case, we had 15 males and 15 females. In the comments, you can say whatever you want about the training. I personally would suggest that you put in here the topics that were discussed in a more expanded version than the brief description. And if there is something that you need to share to the international coordinators, this is the place to put it. We also highly encourage you to select an image. Here I have one ready, which is an image of one of the sessions. And if you have a document ready, like a whole report with the feedback from the participants, the agenda, it would be great if you attach it here in the report. Now, just press save, and this activity is saved in the recorded tab. However, in this way, you have the option to edit it by pressing Action and Edit. We set this so you have the chance to fix any mistakes that you have or add any additional comments that maybe you need to add. After you're ready, just press on the Action button and press Submit. Now the focal point in charge will receive a notification email that you have submitted an activity and will need to approve it. This is all you have to do for now. In case the activity is rejected, you will be notified and you'll have to go back and edit it according to the commands or suggestions of the focal point in charge of your network. Thank you for your time, and if you have any additional questions, contact your focal point in charge or the IC team.